Remembrances at a Memorial, Sean Hawkins.
This past weekend, I was in South Texas at my grandmother's memorial service. She was 90 when she passed away, and we had known this was coming. It wasn't unexpected. But because of what I have learned and the ways I have grown in this group over the past year, I volunteered to speak at her memorial service. And I really think, had it not been for this group, I never would have done this before. Prior to this group, I would shake, my voice would shake, I would go into cold sweats. So since I had the speech already together, I wanted to share with you guys what I said, and how it was received at the end. For those that don't know me, I'm Sean Hawkins. I'm Freddie's oldest granddaughter and the daughter of Katie Douglas. I'm going to take a few minutes and reflect on my grandmother's life and the impact that she had, both on our family and on the communities that she called home. As the oldest grandchild, I guess I'm the one that's responsible for starting to call her Moo Moo Freddie. You see, whenever she lived on Miller Lane in Hungerford, she had a pen behind her house that had Brahma cattle in it. So it was natural that Moo Moo evolved from that, and then it stuck as all the other grandchildren were born. Several years ago, I had the pleasure of sitting with Moo Moo and taking notes as she shared stories of her childhood and family that I had never met or don't remember meeting. You see, Moo Moo's dad had died when she was a baby, so her family had moved in with Uncle Pete, her mother's older brother. She told me that her mom was the happiest woman in the world. She was never sick. She never complained. And people would ask her, "Why don't you worry?" And she would always give the same response: "Give me something to worry about and I will." And I think that that stuck with Moo Moo throughout her life. You see, she didn't worry. She trusted God, and she worked hard, and she knew that everything would turn out okay in the end. Even through raising 3 kids as a single mom, back when that wasn't common, to having a son pass away well before his time, which no parent should ever have to go through. She never felt sorry for herself. I never saw her be depressed or angry at God. If I was in her shoes, I know I would go through all of that. But that wasn't her. Moo Moo would carry on. She was always looking to help someone less fortunate than her, to befriend the lonely, and to give back to those around her. She dedicated 50 years of her life working at the J.D. Hudgens Company. They did a wonderful tribute to her as a post on Facebook, and they are also putting an article about her life in the Brahmin Journal as a tribute to her and her time with the company and that family. Many of you also know that after she retired, after working 50 years, she went into prison ministry, practically full-time, and that was very near and dear to her heart. She moved to Gatesville, and one year she actually even won the Texas Governor's Award for the most volunteer hours served. She was a woman who just wouldn't stop until she had to. Even in her death, she was giving back by donating her body to science. She was just always looking to help someone else. My twin girls are almost 12 now, and I'm so thankful that Moo lived nearby whenever they were babies. Having an extra pair of hands with twins is always good, but the girls were blessed that they got to know her, and they know that Moo loved them dearly. I could go on and on with stories about her and our times, how amazing she was, and memories that we shared. From beachcombing for sand dollars in Matagorda and Galveston, to picking dewberries with her and Papa Edgar in Hungerford. From making mud pies to hearing bedtime stories of when she was a child. But I know that others want to share, and we can't be here all day. So, in closing, I just want to say that she will be greatly and deeply missed by me and my family, and I hope that I can be more like her in the ways that I love and help others over my lifetime. I will just say that was the end of it, but I did get some really good feedback from people in the audience. I had taken my water up there with me. I didn't even have to sip on it. So I really feel like I've come a long way the past year in this group. And I just want to thank each of you so much for that, because I never could have done that before. Madam Toastmaster.